Dr. Tian, I'm going to shift gears now and ask you some questions about how HB5 would impact the patients you've been testifying about. You testified before that HB5 bans abortions after 15 weeks. Do you know what the penalty would be if you violated HB5?
The penalty is a monetary fine, imprisonment, and loss of licensing and livelihood.
And do you know whether health centers providing abortions in Florida are also subject to penalties if they violate HB5?
Similarly, there are monetary penalties as well as loss of licensing.
And if HB5 goes into effect, would you violate it and provide abortions that don't fall within the exceptions?
No, I would not.
Why not?
Because I follow the law.
And what about other providers, if you've had those conversations?
They will not.
What effect would that have on your patients, Dr. Tian?
HB5 would be devastating for my patients and for the women and girls and families in Florida.
Doctor, if your patients can't get an abortion after 15 weeks in Florida, do you know how far they would have to travel out of state to get one?
Currently, for my patients that are able to travel, the closest location is in North Carolina. That round trip is about 1,000 miles.
And is there another location that's close for some patients, if you know, depending on where they're coming from in Florida?
Depending on where they're coming on in Florida, another option would be Fairview Heights, Illinois.
And is that similar distances?
Yes.
And in your experience, would many of your patients be able to make that trip?
No, they would not.
How do you know?
Again, being able to travel out of state requires time, flexibility, finances, support, a supportive job, a supportive family. That is not the case for most of my patients.